Sunday morning, kind of bit chilly in the morning, and on cold days is what I do. You guys can see in that loft too. I take like one of the coffee cans and I put corn in there. And a lot of people have asked me like, hey, do you feed straight corn or cracked corn? And I tell them I feed them straight corn. And I don't like cracked corn because when you have the cracked corn, there is so many sharp edges. It can scrape the throat, as well as like it might take all the goodies away. Like some of the cracked corn might be just all hollow in there. But I just use like pure straight corn. Like, just to get you an idea, that's a kernel right over there. So I just you can see in the other loft, I do that with all my lofts. In the morning when I open the coops, I just throw corn on the inside the fly pen, and they come and eat it. And there might be some leftover, like for example in that roller loft over there, but throughout the day they would all finish it up. But birds are looking at me like I might have some treats or something. There's a beautiful, it's almost like a black white bar. Like when you have like opal with the black, it gives that special, it's almost like a kind of a charcoal gray / black. It's a nice cockbird. So I'm trying to do it. Like, let me put it over here. Just take a handful and let me throw it over there. Sometimes I take it and like try to spread it out quite a bit. And also I pay attention, because when they come out, most of the birds, if you have good birds, what they do is like they don't try to poop inside the loft a whole lot. They'll be holding on to the poop, and when they get out, they just poop outside. So I look for the areas where there is no fresh poop and throw corn in the really dry areas, because I don't want any of the corn to be mixed with the poop. Nice young almond homer from this year. Cockbird. They all like get close to me when I bring they think like I have goodies with them, either bread or peanuts. Matter of fact, I'll be feeding them some peanuts today. It's a beautiful Andalusian. And Andalusian is one of my favorite colors. In the beginning, I didn't have that much liking for Andalusian, and there are some colors that grow on you, and all of a sudden, I had Andalusians in the beginning, and I didn't really care for them. I got rid of them, but later on, I like Andalusians, and now I'm a big fan of Andalusians and indigo. this black Homer cockbird, he carries frost stencil. He's made it to a black frost stencil hen, and they throw black frost stencils as well as solid black. So it's always good to have nice birds. Even though you might look, oh, that's just like a black Homer, but if you have the gene in it, it's always good to have. Especially if you look at that bird, it has a really nice body type, the shape of the head, full chest. It's a beautiful bird. So I kept a lot of these carriers because if the structure on the birds looks so great, I'll keep them because, it's all about understanding genetics and learning how to breed, colors the proper way. Here's another black cockbird. He carries frost stencil too. This bird is one with the muffs on the feet. It is out of an Indian fantail and a Homer. You might have asked me, why do I do this? I just thought about one time just doing a project, and here is one of the other birds from the project. There's an almond bird. It's out of an Indian fantail and a Homer. I think he's a second generation, because I took one of the babies like this and made it back to fantail, and he's one of them. So he carries crust, and this is a hen. I'm gonna mate these guys together. So I like how they look with the little bit muffs on their feet, but this crossing would most likely get me one with a crest. So it'd be like almost like a Homer kind of looking bird, but it has like the tail, like a really big V-shaped tail, and it will have a crest. So it's something like fun to see. So I'll really keep one pair. I have an extra cockbird too, but that's it. Some of the fun projects. I do throw sometimes a little bit of wheat too, because some birds, if they're young birds, they like to eat the wheat. There's still some corn left. Some are still munching on it, but I gave them more corn earlier, and this was my second session. Try to enjoy as much as I can, because I know it's soon it's going to be winter, and when it's winter there won't be much action. Everybody will be just like staying up, or like fluffed up like that bird over there. It's too cold. That's a young bird over there. Matter of fact, the bird, I will be shipping the bird tomorrow. Saddle, upper lay saddle over there. That's a nice, look at that, that's a nice red chick over there. It's always nice to see when the birds are like fully active and full of action. You can sit all day and watch it. I do that a lot in the summertime. I just sit back and watch these birds. It's a nice frost stencil, red frost stencil hen over there. And there's another perfect example, like there's a red cockbird over there that I kept. He carries frost stencil, and you can see some of that color in his tail too, but not a whole lot. But he has a nice type, nice shape. I keep them from breeding. Now I would do a video later on. I have a good example of I mean, not a good example, I have a good sample size of frost stencil birds in different patterns. So I mean, I would say it's not a big sample size, a small sample size. I would say maybe 5 or 6 of gristle frost stencils, and I'm gonna put that in the individual cages and do a video of that because that is a color that I really like, and I've been trying to create more of those. Okay, look, this is an indigo right over there. You think that looks like a regular blue check bird, but it's an indigo. And then there is that bird over there is an indigo too, the chocolate looking. Some people call them chocolates. The young black, most likely a hen, she carries a frost stencil too. Because when you breed frost stencil to frost stencil, you are going to get some solid color birds. That's just, won't be a whole bunch, but you will get some. And those birds still carry the gene, and you can mate it to another bird straight, like solid like that, or to a frost stencil bird, and you will raise a whole bunch of frost stencils. You can see over there, like a red bird over there. Red cockbird, and you can see like it's almost like a solid color, but it carries frost stencil. Look at that bird. It would look like, oh, it's like just a red bird with a few white. Nah, it carries frost stencil, and he's one of my breeders. But I like his shape, his type. That's another indigo over there. Different variations of indigo. Ablution, almond. Anyway, my hands are getting cold, so I think that is enough for today. Hope you guys have a great Sunday.